am Crystal Keys, and welcome to Workplace Keys to Success, a channel that brings you an unfiltered, no-nonsense approach to surviving workplace bullying. Well, today we're going to continue our talk about those enablers, cliques, wolfpack, flying monkeys, useful goons, lackeys, mobs, and doing something about it. What do we do when we witness workplace bullying? Well, we're also going to go over our survey results, so I'm very excited of why we don't, as witnesses, bystanders, intercede to workplace bullying. And I want to send a big thank you to those that participated in the survey. Your responses are invaluable. But before we proceed, I want to remind you to subscribe and share your experience below. Kindly share your successful strategies. Let's help others overcome workplace bullying. Now, the term I most often use, as I mentioned before, is wolfpack behavior. Wolfpack behavior includes following the more aggressive, dominant leader and dominant recruitment of others to aid in bullying the less powerful member that target for abuse. Workplace bullying can have multiple targets instigated by the bully. They also involve the audience, those who witness or watch the occurrence of bullying. An important new strategy for anti-workplace bullying focuses on the powerful role of the audience. And depending on how the audience responds, they can either contribute to workplace bullying or they can provide a solution. They can help with that solution. Rarely do individuals play a neutral role in workplace bullying as a witness, even though they think so. So why don't witnesses intercede to workplace bullying? Well, the resounding results are the number one is the fear of becoming the target or retribution. Number two, they feel it's not their concern. Number three, they feel powerless to stop the bully. Number four, the lack of knowledge to know how to intercede. Number five, they believe the target is justly bullied. So again, the number one reason that we don't do something about workplace bullying as the witness, as the bystander, is because we feel of becoming the next target, retribution, retaliation. Now imagine all workplaces are better informed about workplace bullying. We're living in a perfect world scenario, and there are policies, successful policies and procedures in place for anti-bullying. Well, witnesses would probably be more inclined to report bullying behavior and support the target with less fear of retaliation. Possibly the most intervention of workplace bullying is for the witness to speak up and to speak out. I've talked about this before, speaking up and speak out. Know that as an employee, if you file a complaint of retaliation, your organization must thoroughly investigate the claim. Retaliation has been around for a while, even though workplace bullying has not. Be sure to keep meticulous documentation of the bullying incident for investigation. I ask you, take the time to consider that target, that person that's being bullied, and what they're experiencing. Most often, the target is wrongly accused, met with hostility, discounted for good performances, ostracized, non-constructive criticism always. They have the allocation of unrealistic workload, inferior status of tasks, so mundane tasks, sarcastic comments, individual abuse, and the denial of career opportunities, and the disempowerment of authority. As a witness, you know that the misconduct is not right and has to stop. You may think, well, someone else will stand up for the target, or the company will take care of it. But will they? Most often not. Not without the witness. Someone willing to step up forward as a valuable witness can add a lot of help to the cause. The target one day can be replaced by another target the next, which could be you. So we've talked about activities that stops workplace bullying, but what activities should we take as a witness, as a bystander to workplace bullying? Well, know that you can help workplace bullying as the bystander. Document all misconduct. Retain any and all evidence. Communicate all misconduct. You can do this anonymously. Imagine an anonymous letter to HR, to your boss, and don't just leave it at that. Let them know anonymously. I'm not going to let it stop here. I have witnessed some injustice, and you plan to take it to the next level. You also need to model and support ethical conduct yourself. And be positive and supportive toward that target. Sometimes that's all the target needs just to keep going, is for someone to be nice to them. And then look after yourself as a bystander. Your mental health and wellness is important. But if you choose not to ignore workplace bullying, well, this is just a practice of human decency. Workplace bullying affects everyone. The target, the organization, the bully, the audience of witness. Workplace bullying has been tied to clinical depression, suicidal behavior, anxiety, emotional trauma, and significant levels of induced stress, high levels of resignation, sick leave, absenteeism, and lower levels of job satisfaction. These separate and related organizational impacts are not limited to the target, but also the witness. One of the times I stood up for a target of workplace bullying was to my colleague, another manager. I witnessed them ruffling the feathers of their employee, an individual they wanted to retire because they wanted to do something with that position. And this employee, it's like she had been picked on for any little infraction. So I said something. I said something to my colleague. I also mentioned ageism, and that the target would have no problem proving ageism. We should look at the negative impacts of the organization's operational capacity through the loss of profitability, increase in absenteeism, leaves, lawsuits, the reactive intervention programs. Workplace bullying affects everyone. Let's help stop workplace bullying together. Well, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, my time is up, but I'd love for us to stay connected. And remember, you can stay connected by subscribing. Thank you for tuning in this week, and have a great work week.